everyone, I'm JD from Willow Gun Journals and welcome back to my channel. So here we are picking up where we left off with the series where we make a Daphne's Diary junk journal together using a paper bag, and I have gone and sewn around the edges and down here where it overlapped, and this is what it now looks like. Cool. I'll link the playlist below if you want to catch up. But now I'm just going to put a strip of washi tape down the center just to add a decorative touch and reinforce it just a tiny bit more down the spine. But you can do whatever you you can reinforce it however you want or leave it, because we did a bit of reinforcement on the outside too. And then in this video we will go through the pages and choosing feature pages from the magazine, Daphne's Diary, the Handmade with Love edition, but of course you can use any edition you would like or any magazine you would like. Doesn't even have to be a magazine, could be a book or any papers. You can just follow along and use the same principles. Alright. There is the inside of my cover done. Now let's have a look, let's move that out of the way. Let's have a look for some feature pages. I think I want about 10. I actually like this one, but I'm just going to skim through a little bit. I want this one because I know I want that as one page. So I'm looking for 10 feature pages. That's cool too. Might use that one. You can choose the same as me, or you can just choose the ones that you like. Okay, I think I want that one. And I love anything with florals. I chose that last time, so we might choose that again. We're going to go for eclectic in this one. Some people are asking me, how do I choose feature pages and use the magazine when I'm doing it with a paper bag and not using the cover? You can do it the exact same way that you did it with the cover, or you can go more eclectic. So usually what I do is I use the cover as inspiration for a color theme or even just a style theme, whether it's vintage or modern or more classic and elegant or more cutesy and fun. So with this, because you know we're getting to the end of the magazine, yeah, I will go for more of an eclectic, fun, colourful theme. So I'm not really going to go with a pink theme as the cover is pink. I'm just going to work with whatever pages I have here and just go for colour. Lots and lots of fun colour. So I like this one because it's got lots of pretty colours. I even like that one too, so we might get that one out. That one's really cool as well. And I like this one too. The chocolates are quite fun. So I'll narrow it down to 10 later on. Well, actually I might have 10 now. Alright, let's have a count. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's perfect. Just double check there's not one that I want to use. I kind of like the idea of using this one as well. So we might just pull that out just in case. If we want, we can do 11 feature pages. This is why it's flexible and adaptable. You can change it up to what suits you. I also like this one. And maybe because we're getting to the end of the magazine, let's just go for 12 feature pages. Like, there's no hard and fast rules, it's just guidelines. That one's kind of nice too. We could do that one. And I'll show you how we can make it work with more feature pages. Maybe it just means we add a lot more blank pages. Like, even that's kind of fun, but I can see that that's got that strip there, so maybe not. Weekly planner. That's a fun page to have in the journal. And I'm not a fan of these kind of game ones, so let's not use those. And the ocean themed ones kind of are their own theme. So look, we've got a lot of pages now. We might even have 15, I lost count. We might use them all, we might not. We'll just see how we go. But I'll show you how I now fold and cut to get what I want on the page. So I'm just going to find the middle, and we're just going to fold it about there. Okay, and I'm going to cut that off at the top. And then let's cut this edge here. And that fits nicely in there. So you got the top gap, side gap, bottom gap. I try to leave a bit of a wider side gap to avoid having to cut down pages at the end. Alright, so that's kind of cool because I like the blank page there. It's still decorative but a bit of blank. So this one, I wanted to include some of these I think because these are more of the glossy pages rather than matte. So Daphne's Diary has both, and it just gives it a different look, a different texture and feel. That's why I want to do both. Now I want to cut off a bit from the top and the bottom so that this is a little bit more centered, so I can get all of the picture onto the page. So let's just cut that there, and then when I cut this at the top, that will be more centered. So if we put that there, whoops, now I can tell I'm not all that straight in this corner, so let's just cut that a little bit more. That's better. Alright, let's keep on going. So let's fold this one. In fact, I think I'll fold this one this way because then we can have two on each side. And we want a few pages that kind of are shorter or narrower than the others, just to give it a bit of interest. So not all the pages are exactly the same size. So I will cut that one about here. You know what, I'm going to cut it here because the pattern repeats. And I could use that for a different journal. So you can see we've got a different size page, which is quite fun. So let's do this way for this one. Alright. And that's good because we catch all of the letters. And then, alright, so what I want to do is maybe cut off that and cut off just a little bit here, so that it will, fit there. Yep, alright, now might have to cut the tiniest bit here, like that. Alright, next, it's a fun page. I actually think I want to put it this way, because this is like a contents page of the magazine, so I would want to put this at the start of the journal, sort of like it introduces the magazine / journal. And again, I'm just kind of working with what's on the page. It tells me where to cut, what I want visible, what I don't need visible, cut that off. Alright, now we've got, whoops, this one here, and I like that. That needs to go, I think that needs to be our first page. Good morning! Yeah, I like that as our first page, to be honest. So I want to keep as much of that floral on there. Oh no, that's okay. I think that I only just want that pink flower, so that's good. That works well. Yeah, that's I think going to be our first page, and that will be our second page. So since I already know that, I'm just going to do that. This one we can do this way as well because it's symmetrical. So let's do it that way. And then we will cut it right here. That's good, it catches two of those plates. So let me know in the comments if you're making a journal with me, and if you're doing the same one or you're choosing your own pages. Now one of these could be our middle page, and I think this is going to be our middle page. So what I want to do is make sure I'm folding it directly in half so that I can bind it here and not miss any of those words. So what I'm going to have to do, oh look, I didn't fold that very well, did I? That's a terrible fold. That's okay, we are going to cut all of this down and make that straight. So yeah, this will be our middle page. Now that would mean it has to be cut quite a lot further in. So that A might have to disappear eventually, because that's going to stick out quite a lot, especially with a lot of pages that we have. Alright, so this one, okay, since this is going to be not going to be a middle page, I want that word, how am I going to explain this? I want this word to be seen on one half of the page, so it's not cut off in any way, so when you turn the page you'll be able to see that. So now it's just a bit of tricky cutting to get everything lined up. Again, you're working with the page, you're working with what's on it and catching it where you want it to be visible. And depending on where you fold and where you cut, that will determine what's visible. But you get that choice. You can control that yourself by just cutting and folding in different places. So yeah, alright, that works well. Just cut that bit off. So that you see the word enjoy on one side and you have flowers on the other. Okay, now this one, this could work this way or it could work that way. I'm thinking it works better this way. So that you can see that picture on the other side. It makes more sense to do it this way. And I think I want to catch it a bit higher, like that, so I get more of these leaves. And I just want to make sure that I'm not cutting off something in a weird place on the other side. So let's go for that. And we're not going to cut off some words right in the middle, for example. So that's good. Okay, so that's that one. And good, we've got some writing space on the other side. Alright, this one could actually work that way or that way. And in fact, I think it looks better this way because you get more of the pattern. So I want to get as much of that colour onto the page as I can. Now I didn't look at the other side. Oh yeah, that's okay. It's all neutral on the other side. Doesn't matter what we cut off on the other side. Just trim off this edge, tidy it up. Alrighty, we're getting through it, guys, getting through it. I know we've chosen a lot of feature pages this time. Okay, let's, ooh, hello. I love all these writing spaces. This is good, that's journaling space. So I'm just going to fold it there. And I just want to center that a little bit, so cut off a bit at the top. That's not straight. And you'll notice that sometimes I eyeball it, sometimes I measure, just depending on the page, if I can see something to guide me. This has a bit of a pattern on it that can guide me where to cut. Alright, now this looks like one that might be better that way. Actually, I think I like it this way, to see the flowers at the top. So let's go that way. I like this neutral space there. And then open it up, yep, that works. So I'll cut it here so we don't miss that. And then I'll just cut it a little bit down here. Cool. Alright, 2 more pages to go. Alrighty, let's see. I actually like this side better. I don't like seeing scissors on the page, so you can't see scissors on this side. And this one, it's all patterned everywhere, so I'm just going to cut it here. I like that little bit of neutral space there. And then we will grab the chocolate page. Oops. Okay, and then we'll just cut that one off at the top too. In fact, maybe we'll cut that there. Just missed those chocolates. Ooh, sorry about that. Good, good, good. So that one's like a bit of a narrower or shorter page. Alright, so that's how we've cut them. I don't know if we'll use them all, but that's how I cut them. Hope that was helpful. In the next video, we'll add in our other pages and I'll show you what other pages I use, and we might start arranging them too, or maybe we'll only be able to prepare the other pages. I'm going to be using colour pages and coffee dye pages, I think, depending on how many I can use. And because I'm going for eclectic and just using what's around the house this time, hopefully you can just do the same, pick up whatever's around the house. I've got some purple and cream pages in my stash. I don't really have any other colours that suit this journal, so that's what I'm going to be using. You can make it work. Use what you have. And I also have some coffee dye pages if I need to use them. So you go source your other pages, even if you just have plain white paper, that works too. Because you can see Daphne's diary has some plain white papers in it anyway, like this one. So yep, get your pages ready and I'll come back in the next video and show you how I do the blank pages and arrange them. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.